Happy New Year, everybody. May 2022 bring lots of good health, prosperity, love, and general feel-good factor to you. And I wish you the best and hope that you are able to follow the planets and not allow them to impact you so much. Today we are talking January 2022 news, and quite a lot happening. Mercury is retrograde, Venus is retrograde, Kalsarpa and Kimadruma Yoga taking place by transit. And how does it affect us? How do we handle it? Hello, I'm Komala Sutton, and we are talking January 2022 planetary news. So January is full of complex aspects because Kalsarpa Yoga is on, and Kalsarpa is when all the planets are in one side of Rahu Ketu. So they feel very blocked, and Rahu Ketu becomes super dominant, creating anxiety and worry and imbalances. And the Kalsarpa Yoga is from 30th December to 13th of January, and then for 15 days it's off, 14 days really, but then moon is isolated because moon breaks the Kalsarpa Yoga, and it is isolated, and that is Kimadruma Yoga. And then 27th January again Kalsarpa is on. I did make a video on Rahu's impact on 2022, so do watch that. And also on my website komala.com there is a planetary news. So in that I've given all the dates for the future Kalsarpa. Kalsarpa is impacting us right up to April. So we as followers of astrology have to know that their natural imbalance, it could be imbalance of the governments, of nature, of our own thinking. So we have to keep our feet on the ground and tread carefully, and especially during the Kimadruma time, the isolated moon time. Our mind is moving away from everybody, and we are not thinking with good support. And at this January, Kimadruma is also accompanied by retrograde Mercury. So we, our thought process, moon is making us feel alone. Mercury is complicating, thinking in an oddball way. So we do need to be conscious of that. And then Venus continues retrograde. There's nothing, we won't feel much about it, but it is retrograde right up to 29th of January. So do watch out for that, Venus is retrograde, and especially as it goes direct, that is the time to watch out for. Now, one very pleasant news for Cancer Capricorn actually. Cancer is receiving very positive yoga because something rare is happening just now. Venus is in Sagittarius, Mercury is in Capricorn, and Jupiter is in Aquarius. So they are in a string, the three benefics, one after the other. So therefore for Cancer Lagna or Cancer Moon, they are creating Adi Yoga. Adi Yoga is the number one yoga. It's protection, prosperity, good luck. And this yoga continues till March. So a lot of opportunities for Cancer. And opposite sign, Capricorn, is getting a Shubha Kartari Yoga. Two benefics either side, one in the Lagna. So Capricorn has been burdened for a long time with Saturn in the Lagna. But this 2 months right up to March, when these three planets are in a string, you have three benefics impacting you. So enjoy. How does it impact you? Watch for ascendant and moon sign. Aries, Mars is going to leave Scorpio and move to Sagittarius on 16. So that is a very good news for you. Sagittarius is your ninth house, higher mind, knowledge, general good luck, and it moves out of the 8th house. So that is a good aspect for you. Generally, you're watching the Kalsarpa and the retrograde. The moment Mars has gone into Sagittarius, that is very protective for you. So I would say the first part of the month to be extra conscious about that. Taurus, your Lagna Lord Venus is retrograde, and Mercury also turns retrograde, your best planet. So just watch the retrogrades, and for you especially watching 29th when Venus goes direct. Things are very slow and are not necessarily happening this month. I would say use this month positively to process the information, what you want to do, what changes you're bringing, and then wait till Venus goes direct, and I would say more March, because Venus is very slow moving, so it's not going to be instantly giving you results. Also, Sagittarius is your 8th house, so it's a house of transformation and change. Mercury and Saturn both in the 9th house, study, knowledge, good advice, follow good advice. You'll get maybe serious, realistic advice, not kind of casual or shrouded in obscurity. So don't take it negatively, but listen to it, and then you can process it and decide what you want to do. Gemini, this is the month where Mercury turns retrograde. This is a long transit in Capricorn. Kalsarpa Yoga is also on, and 8th house is predominant. So 8th house is good for research. I would say very important this month to keep your feet on the ground, be practical, know things are not always working in your favor, and especially watch the retrograde and when Mercury goes direct. But it's a 8th house emphasis, and 8th house is a house of moksha, transformation, change, and so things may suddenly change for you, and you may have make the change as well. I would personally say wait after March to make any major decisions. Cancer, you are having a sweet transit all this month, you know, with the benefics supporting you in the 6th, 7th and 8th. Venus is in the 6th, Mercury in the 7th, Jupiter in the 8th. This is a transit Adhi Yoga. Enjoy this, it is wonderful. However, you can still watch when the moon is with Saturn or with Rahu Ketu. In a month, 2 or 3 days, you know, are not that easy for you, so watch that. Leo, Sun is going to be in Sagittarius as we start the month, which is your 5th house, creativity, ideas. But then it goes into the 6th house in Capricorn, and there's a lot of emphasis on the 6th house, obstacles, delays, you know, people creating difficulty for you at work, and then Mercury also goes there. So I would say very important for you to take care financially during January, and you know, don't rush into anything. Go lot of energy in Capricorn this month, 5th house, creativity, ideas. I think for Virgo, watching Mercury retrograde is important because it is, you know, suddenly you can change your mind, rethink what you're doing, and it's good, you know, the idea about Mercury retrograde is telling you to rethink, and so spending some time about reorganizing your thought process is a good idea. Also, I would say that every time Mercury turns retrograde is telling you you need a little break, so organize some short break. That would be good for you. Libra, Venus is retrograde throughout January, so that is the big story for you. It is in Sagittarius, and that means that 3rd house and effort and what should I do, what should I plan, and Venus being retrograde is not helping you at all with that. And I think that it is really important to take time and not rush into things, but also to know that this retrograde means more introspective, and Venus doesn't turn retrograde all the time. It's once every 2 years. So therefore, use this time wisely. And also, if you feel some things are not moving ahead, it is perfectly fine. Be conscious of how you communicate with people, because people may not be getting fully the message you are trying to give to them. Scorpio, the month starts really well for you. Mars is in Scorpio, excellent. It goes into Sagittarius, excellent. So I would say that January 2022 is overall a really good energy for you. Sun is starts with Sagittarius, second house. It's in a good place. Capricorn is fine for you as well. So I think the main thing is this, manage your energy well. These are a month of opportunity, lot happening, and trust yourself. Sagittarius, Jupiter is in Aquarius, there's no negative conjunction. So third house, communicating, what are you going to do? Plan for 2022. You can even plan for later on when Jupiter goes into Pisces, which is good for you. But this is a month for planning and action. Mercury and Saturn are in the second house of money, and so I would say finances are important to think about it, organize them, and overall just watch for the 2 retrogrades, when they turn retrograde and direct, and that is the most important thing. Kalsarpa Yoga also is imbalancing all of us, but that's like a global situation. All of us are getting affected by it. Capricorn, it's quite a sweet month for you because you are getting the great Shubha Kartari Yoga. Benefics either side of your Lagna or moon, second house from the moon, 12th house from the moon, second from the Lagna, 12th from the Lagna, but also Mercury in the Lagna. So you have Venus in Sagittarius, Mercury in Capricorn, and Jupiter in Aquarius. Quite a rare blessing for you. And Saturn is also in a Mahapurusha Yoga. So I would say make most of it. You feel light and optimistic for a change, because this is a wonderful aspect. Carries on till March, but I would say that it gives a boost to the start of the new year. Aquarius, your Lagna Lord is in the 12th house, and Sun also comes into the 12th house in the middle of the month, and Mercury is also there. So I would say it's important to manage your expenses, because those are the key area that you have to manage and be careful about. And otherwise, Mars professionally, there's opportunity. Money wise, you will have enough money, but I'm just worried that don't overspend it. Spend what you need rather than want. It can also make you travel, go abroad, because 12th house deals with foreign countries as well. Pisces, Jupiter's in your 12th house, so watch your expenses. I think that is important. But 12th house is also house of moksha, self-realization, spiritual things. So you're starting the new year thinking about what you can do spiritually, what you can give to other people. So that's a nice thing to do. And I would say wait for any major practical decisions to make when Jupiter comes into Pisces, but at this stage it's good to think generously and also to devote time to more spiritual pursuits. I think Pisces likes that a lot. It can also take you abroad, 12th house, but it can also keep you abroad. So that is, a little bit unsettled energy. Watch for Kalsarpa yoga because that unsettles us all. But Mars, your good planet, is in solid position. Ninth Lord is in the 9th house, so bringing plenty of good luck, and then it moves into the 10th house, which is related to career. So that is it for today. Thank you very much. Again, wishing you all a wonderful 2022 and all the best.